Hello and welcome back to Inscryption. I went back to the drawing board and it all made sense. It all made sense. It did actually take me a bit of trial and error, but then I realized I inputted this and like with no hope of actually solving it. But I'm like, hang on, it actually works. If we hit you because of your spike effect, it actually kills this, which then won't make it so that we take you out. So, and that was the problem before, because we hit you, you get moved over here and block a whole bunch of 3 damage. So if we move you here and this dies before it can actually kill you, then this one will be able to hit both squares for 2 damage, 1, 1, and then this won't move, because this doesn't get hit, and then this 3 damage goes through, so this actually makes a difference. Genius, what a genius puzzle. It gives us this head, without having met her. This wood carving is meaningless. Guess we'll find out who her is later. In time, you will know what it's like. In time, you will understand its power. Okay, so those are all 4 of the puzzles here. What is this Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings icon up here? Does not look interactable. Doing a bit more looking around. I don't think that there's anything we can do here. Can't escape, otherwise I guess that would be too easy for an escape room. Maybe we have to win. We have to win the game first. We already checked the safe. Think I know what to do with this puzzle. I think we have to put the cards in this format in the actual game, and something will happen there. I don't know what to do with the clock. I don't know what to do. We can click these and shake them. I don't know what to do with that. And then before we get back to the actual game, there's something we can do here to crack this open, which I'm not sure. We can spin this globe. We can pick up these teeth from which are golden. I think those add to our currency that we can use to buy pelts with. Other than that, oh, that's the item from the actual game. That's only for card dueling. And I think that's everything we can interact with. Actually, can we check the ceilings? Anything on the ceilings we can touch? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, with the Daniel Mullins game, he plants a lot of secrets around, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's more that we can click that we can't, or more that we can get out of clicking that we can't find out at the moment, but that's fine. That's fine. I haven't really tried clicking around the map either. But for, you know, for this aspect of it, you know, the deck building roguelike, I think we just follow the icons for now. So we can draw a card. A Mantis. The Fervent Mantis, its prying claws strike both to the left and right, so we saw that from the puzzle, the bifurcated strike. I do like the Mantis from my some of my other games, because it can, you know, pretty much double its attack, and if we increase its attack at the fireplace, then it pretty much quadruples its attack if we, or yeah, pretty much, yeah, quadruples I think. So we'll take you. And yeah, I wouldn't mind testing out luck at the fireplace. Or we could try making the Mantis. We could make the Mantis infinite sack. We could sack it as many times as we wanted to. Or there was that idea we had with Ant Queen, where we put it in. Next time we could have inscribed it onto Kimmy Boy ourselves, and then whenever it dies, we get an ant. We can sack it for another ant. But I just realized that we already have an inscription on, so we can't double, like we can't stack them once it's been it's been powered up. We can't do it again. So unfortunately, we can't do that. But what can we do? What would be a good thing to kind of power up? It would be the Mantis, and we could put this on the Mantis. I wouldn't mind that at all, actually. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going to the fireplace and seeing if we can increase our power. If we do on the Mantis, that would be big. Because we're about to see a big Mantis. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its power. Let's do that. So, and I think Child 13 would be a good target as well, because we can actually make it do damage as well, instead of just only being a sack outlet. But I do like the Mantis, because now it can hit for 2 on multiple sides. Fire warm the wary Mantis and enhance its power. Suspected intentions of the survivors were less than pure, so we dragged you out of the fire. Let's keep going. Skull time. Squirrel, work out, and it's me. Hello. B. It's a B. A 1/1 flyer. Play squirrel for a stoat. We can play a squirrel for worker ant. I do like the idea of playing the worker ant. Because we're anticipating the ant queen as well later. What we could do is play squirrel first and then play another squirrel. And then play the ant queen, but I don't mind putting an early worker ant out. The bees are gonna fly with us anyway, so we're not too concerned about them. Now we're gonna draw a squirrel. Play the stoat. Stoat is gonna just take out a bee, keep me alive. I wonder if we have to keep you alive. You've got a mantis as well. Okay. Okay, Stoat wants to be kept alive. Don't know. We'll play a squirrel. I want to sack the Stoat though, because the ant queen, because we've got the engine now. So now we can put you here, and I'm worried they've got a mantis as well, so they can actually hit us for quite a bit of damage. But ant queen here is going to be a good move. So at least the mantis doesn't attack us now. I don't think that's going to be enough to take us out. But now we can put a squirrel here. And you can take out a bee. Oh, and we do a lot of damage now. Because the ants just keep on getting... This is like the elf deck. This is the elf deck in Magic the Gathering. Doesn't really matter what we draw. Oh, it actually does. It was much better than drawing a squirrel, because I've completely forgot about bone. If we drew a squirrel, we couldn't have done anything with it. But drawing from there gives us a chance of getting ourselves, Kimmy Boy, that card, or a bone card, which we had a lot of bones to play. We arrived at the inky black mouth of the cave. A strange beast lurked within. It spoke. Pass out of my trials and I will be yours, in a raspy voice. 3 creatures will be drawn from your deck. They will decide your success or failure. It spoke again, but first you will choose a trial. The Trial of Bones. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 5 bones combined to pass. Okay. Trial of Health. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 6 health combined to pass. Trial of Wisdom. 3 drawn cards must have at least 3 sigils among them to pass. This will be a helpful time to look to our deck to see what we could actually pass. We have a lot of cards that don't have a lot of sigils. You can see these 3 don't really have sigils on it. These cards do have quite a lot of sigils. These ones don't though. But this one has 3 sigils, so if we draw this card, we could potentially pass the trial. This one is a total, we need a total of 5 cost bones. Possum costs 2. Turkey Vulture costs 8, so if we draw Turkey Vulture, we'll instantly pass the trial. But it's very rare if we can only draw 3 cards, which this is doing. This is 6, so if it draws 3 cards and its total power, or its total toughness or health is 6, then we also pass. We have a lot of... I think it could work. This is 2 health, this is 3 health. That's 1 health though. This is 1 health as well. That's 3 health. A lot of 1 health. A lot of 1 health. A lot of 1 health, so I think Sigil might be our best bet. Let's go Sigil. Let the Trial of Wisdom begin. That's 1 sigil. That's 3 sigils total. Just enough. Oh, 0 from the worker ant. That doesn't actually count. We don't pass. I think it was hard to pass any of those trials, honestly. Oh, hello. Oh, the crackling fire lit the starving faces of a group of survivors. We can increase the power again. And now this is where it's OP, right? Because if we get this power of this Mantis, now it actually hits 3 on both sides. So we can actually just win the turn. If we play the Mantis first, we just win the game. Or we win that round. So let's see if we can get it to work. We don't. But Skrill works really well with Child 13. Because we can put you down. Put Child 13 down. And now we can sacrifice you. What? It'll work the ant down, and I think what happened is whenever we use child 13 as a sacrifice, child 1, it turns into this, which is a flying, and we can continue to sacrifice it, which is pretty big. And then we can actually sacrifice child 13 and the worker ant. Oh, but it turns back into this next time we sacrifice it to play the wolf. Okay, I thought we'd be able to win in one turn. Oh wait, I think we still will. Okay, I thought we were able to win that time just because it was a 2-3, and I think as long as there's a net total of 5, we win. But I think this is still a net total of 5 with the wolf. So there we go. Okay, thank you, child 13, for the win. Let's keep going. I think we get to get a free card. Mantis, or opossum, or a bullfrog. I'm a Mantis fan, so let's get the Mantis. Okay. I think I know what this means now. I think I know what that means. I think that means we're fighting someone, but there's also like a sigil, one of the totems that we encountered early on, as opposed to this one where there's no sigil. Do we want to do some inscription shenanigans? Maybe inscribe a mantis onto something that flies? That'll be pretty good. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind putting a mantis on a turkey vulture. That'd be pretty good. But then we have to fight something that's overpowered. Let's do it. Let's be spicy. Let's be a little spicy. And so we want to be able to... or maybe we can do endless sacrificing with the mantis, because we know we want to get the mantis on the board. Oh, but child 13 actually we found out is really good, so we want to keep child 13. Oh, what if we make child 13 a mantis? So it actually hits twice. That might actually be the play. Okay, let's try it. This might be really good, because that way, once we sacrifice something with child 13, it turns into the like the really OP or the flying thing, and then it can hit twice. So this is, we're going to be battling against an enemy that can block flyers, which is actually pretty good for them. I reckon squirrel into bullfrog is pretty good. Yeah, let's go squirrel into bullfrog. It can block a kingfisher. Squirrel into bullfrog, because they only deal 1 damage. Next turn, we can sacrifice the bullfrog and a squirrel for the ant queen. And actually, they might do enough damage to us to just take us out. Maybe not. Okay, so... or we can try to get lucky. But I'd rather not. I would rather not. Oh no, we should just draw squirrel. And just play a regular worker ant. Because I want to keep our bullfrog around. At least it does 1 damage. I'm not sure if we... okay, maybe that wasn't the play. Not sure, okay. Let's see if we can get a turkey vulture. We might not have enough. Let's see if this is enough for us. Oh, it's not enough. We're 1 off. We're 1 off. Which is actually... which I think is okay. As long as we don't lose. We don't lose. Okay, so we'll draw again. Because if it's anything... oh, we found ourselves. Okay, this is really good. Because now we can fly. And we can sack. We can sack as well. Which is what we wanted. To play the ant queen. Which we can sack. Okay, this is how we win. So we play ourselves here. We then play the Ant Queen out. Put it somewhere here, which will get a worker ant back, which we can sacrifice ourselves to play the worker ant. That's why we were hyping up this card, because you can see us popping off now. It even gives us enough bones to play the turkey. And now we swing everything and win the game with 1 point of overkill damage. Clutch. Clutch Kimmy boy. It's a very apt card, I think, to describe our kind of playstyle. Encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. You mind if I examine those pelts of yours? So we have a couple pelts. Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. So we can trade these rabbit pelt for some cards. I can trade you any of these. Take your time. Mantis is pretty good. We've been liking the Mantis a lot. Did we want the Warren? Warren is good because we can play it, get a rabbit back which we can play for free. And then we can sack the Warren and the rabbit. So I think Warren is actually pretty good. Oh, we can get another card because we have another rabbit pelt. Opossum is also good sack material. But I don't think we need sack material. Get a flyer. Those pelts are excellent, thank you. Do we want another inscription? Warren. What? We could put it on something. We could put the Mantis on something. We could make the Mantis fly. I think we talked about that before. But if we're winning turn 1 with that anyway, I don't think we have to. I think our main problem has been drawing Ant Queen, actually. We've been drawing it, and it hasn't been doing much. But it's such a good card, because you could see the engine happening there. So I think Warren is I think the Warren is good, because it gives us a rabbit. So maybe if we played on a Mantis, gives us a rabbit back. Put it on a wolf we don't need. I just don't know what we need at the moment. Yeah, really don't know what we need. If we sack a squirrel to play the Warren and we get that back, yeah, well, then we can play the rabbit and sacrifice that. So that's actually good on its own. I'm not sure about the ants because we've been drawing so many ants that haven't really been working for us. So what card don't we want? I think it's the Ant Queen. I think there's a lot of other things that we can get that's better than the Ant Queen, so I think we'll put the Ant Queen here. Oh, we don't even have to go there. Okay. In that case, I think we stock up on items again. We're going fighting against the angler. We haven't used this before. Get the pair of scissors. Flying. We can make our things fly. I think that's good for a turn. And we can try to tip the scales, maybe. Okay, let's go. Angler time. Let's go. Okay, so we get 1 smoke because the candle's blown. The mud tugged hard at your feet, forcing you to slow your pace. Rank odor caused your stomach to churn and your eyes to water. It was the rotting fish that hung from the branches around you. Huge man approached. Goldfish. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good voice. I'm happy with that voice. Okay, this is really good start. Because I think we win turn 1 with this. So we go squirrel into the Mantis, which actually just wins. The Mantis does win. But we also thought about doing a play like this, where I think we sacrifice the squirrel to play child 13 and then use the free sack that we got on child 13 to get the Mantis. And this should be an insta kill. So that's 2 damage. So that's 4. And then the Mantis did 6, so we did 10 damage to him in the first turn. So we already got through phase 1. No way. So he puts 2 bait buckets in front of us. Okay. We'll draw a card, I guess. It's a Warren. We can sacrifice this. Oh, the smoke now gives us 4 bones once we sack it. So, but we'll play a Warren here. So many bones, and then now we can play it down. Warren gives us the rabbit. Never doubt the fecundity of rabbits. Now, can we actually sacrifice? Yeah, we can sacrifice the Warren and a rabbit to play the wolf. So I do really like the Warren. And now we swing, and I think we win. But it summons a great white after you destroy the bait bucket. But our Mantis gets through on the other side, and we overkill him. That was crazy. We just beat the Act 2 boss in 2 shots. Need a light? Oh, thank you. We made it through. Achievement unlocked, Grizzled Angler. Your reward? Pack Rat? Prudent Pack Rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. Okay. Child 13, which we already have. Or Urayuli. I do like the idea of us getting just an item every time we play this. So I think we take it. I think we take it just to get more items. So we actually make it past the angler this time. Consider one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank odor deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. Alright, let's keep going. Let me think. Here we go. A frigid gust of wind billowed and welcomed into your lungs. The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. You ascended to the snow line. Alright, let's go. So we make it to another cave. So I think it's another trial. Trial of Bones. 3 drawn cards. Has to be at least 5 bones. Trial of Power. So at least 4 attack power combined to pass. Or Trial of Blood. 3 drawn cards have to cost at least 4 blood. So let's go back to our deck and see. 3 power. That's a 1 power, 1 power, 1 power. A lot of 1 powers. These are 0 powers. That's 0, 0. Okay, I don't know about. We definitely can't do power. Blood, I think, could work. It has to cost a total of 4 blood. Actually, I don't know about blood as well, because this is cost 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. What about bone? Bone, there's only 1 card. We only have 2 cards that cost bone, so we have, again, it's all about the RNG there. Can't do this one. Power is also very RNG. Everything costs like 1. And we need 4. But we do have cards here. These cards give me hope. These 3 cards that cost 3. I think it's our only chance. I don't think we can do blood. Because this is 1. There's a lot here. But nothing up here. Oh, actually. Do have a couple of blood, so this would be 2, 3, 4. It's either blood or power. 3. How many cards cost nothing? 0 power. 1. Not a lot. Okay, let's try power. I think it's around the same probability. We did it. Oh my gosh, we overshot it, so we win the trial. Yeah, passed the trial. What do we get? Oh, we get a card. Okay. Ooh. Okay. A worker ant or a wolf that guardian opposing creatures placed. Okay. And what is this? Worker ant. When a card bearing this sigil damages another creature perishes. So it's a worker ant with death touch. I do like death touch. We don't know what this spell does. Can we get rid of it? We can't get rid of the ink. Okay. Let's take the worker ant. I like a death toucher that only costs 1. So thank you very much. Let's keep going. Where do we want to go? Do we have an extra Mantis? We don't have an extra Mantis, but we do have a Child 13. Our Mantis already KOs in 1 turn now, so we don't really need to upgrade it. Now I believe if you have full items from playing the game before, which which we do, we will get an extra pack rat, which might be good. Which might be good for us. But I don't mind inscribing a pack rat onto something else. For example, a warren. That way we just get an extra... Yeah, we just get an extra card every time we want to play. We just get an extra item every time we want to play a warren. I'm going to do that. I think that's going to be really good for us. I think pack rats are really good cards to kind of inscribe onto others, because you never want to play something a 2 for a 2/2. I don't think is ever something you want to play, but this, I think that makes it worth it. So right off the bat, we do have the warren, which we can sacrifice to play a skink. Smoothie. Okay, so at the end of its owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Creatures in the way will be pushed in the same direction. So skink. And what does this do? Sigil will be struck, tails created, and a card bearing this sigil moves to the right. So we could play the skink. We should play the warren first. Could even cut up a card. But I think okay, so we play the squirrel. Then we play the warren. Oh, but in order to get an item, we have to use an item. So what do we want to use? Let's just use this, tip the scale, take a tooth out. But now we can kind of get an item back by sacrificing the squirrel. So let's try something like this. Put the warren down. Now we get a black goat. Okay, so now we can even sacrifice... Can sacrifice the warren now for a skink. And I do want to try to put the skink here. Just to see what happens. So skink does hit for 1. You want to hit us, but we move here. Oh, it's hard to call it cowardly. Interesting. Alright, we back. So we're drawing a card. And you just saw what the skink did. So you're hitting us and you're moving to the right. And it kind of like just didn't take damage just then, which is kind of OP. Especially when it leaves a tail that also reduces attack. It could come in the clutch. So let's draw a card. It's a worker ant that death touches. I wouldn't mind playing that down right now. And it doesn't even matter how much damage you have, because you death touch anyway. You just insta-kill whoever. Oh, but you destroyed it that time. Interesting. We don't have enough to play the turkey vulture, so we are going to get hit for 3. So I think we'll try to draw you, because... And we could play another worker ant. It costs 2 though. It costs 2. We could play a black goat and just... Yeah, let's play a black goat. Oh, it costs 1 to play. Okay, we can't play you then. I guess we get hit for 3 by the Moosebok. Well played. Okay, we'll draw you. Oh, and you're gonna come on the board next turn and do some damage. So I think we play squirrel for the worker ant. And worker ant, you do 1 damage, so it's okay. So play squirrel for the worker ant. And because there's 2 ants on the board, we'll do a total of 4 damage, scaling. 6 bones, I think, so it's not going to be enough, but it's okay. We can survive for now. Oh, yeah, and then you push everything, I see. We do take you out, but we need to block that damage. So I think we play a squirrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can sack you for a black goat. That's going to be 7, but we need 1 more after that. So it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. So I think we just play the squirrel here just to block attack. Oh, but the elk comes here after. Okay, it's looking a little dire. But we're almost there. Actually, that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. So I think that's exactly... It's not exactly lethal. But we'll draw from here, see if we can get anything good. Not really. It's a black goat that we can sacrifice to get an ant queen on the board, which gives us something back, but it's not what we need at the moment. We'll put... We can actually absorb 1 hit from the elk. So we will try that. And if that's not enough to take him out, then at least we can absorb 1 attack. And then we will draw a squirrel. Put the squirrel here. Sack you for a black goat. Sack the black goat for an ant queen. And this might be lethal now. That's 5, and it's weighted evenly, so that's just enough. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so we have our... I don't see a boss head, so I think we still have to get to the very top for the next page, the scrolls. So I think we can leave it here. And we'll have a quick look around the room to check for anything new. And then we'll get back into some gaming. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I hope to see you very soon. Peace.